You're watching Guude. You're watching Guude. Fighting just to save our lives. Got you laughing every night.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. And of course, I'm about to sneeze like crazy. I literally just tickled the nose right when we said 3, 2, 1 to record. I'm trying to force it back.
Oh man. We got some stuff in between videos.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Part of the world is still missing, but you know,
What are we doing here? Oh yeah, we both been having problems trying to get the world to come back and load. Like mine's finally working, but Guude's having problems. I was just seeing holes and I could watch everything that was coming through this like hill right here. But
so you're not a doctor.
that is correct, sir. Not yet. Soon. Soon I will be a doctor.
What will you be though? Will you be Dr. Nurse?
Dr. Nurse, yep. Dr. Nurse.
Will they have to call you Dr. Nurse?
I will literally have a title of Dr. Sano RN within the next 6 months.
Is that common?
Any nurse who goes and gets a doctoral degree, sure.
Do a lot do that?
Oh yeah, a decent amount. Mostly PhDs. DNPs are relatively new, which is what I'm going for. But yes. Oh shoot, I don't need to do that
Because
anyway.
it seems like this like misnomer or something. You know what I mean?
Well, it's only a misnomer because people associate the term doctor to mean medical doctor, and really what happened is you have a doctoral degree, which is anything past postgraduate level, like past the master's level, is a doctoral degree. Medical doctors just have, for some reason, taken over the term doctor to mean medical doctor, which is not the intent of the word as far as I understand it. It's like anybody with a PhD. If you go take any college class, usually you're taught by a doctor. It's doctor something or other because they have a doctoral degree in the subject that they're teaching.
Right. So really, it's almost like Lego blocks versus Legos. When people say Legos, they're saying it wrong.
Yeah, but if people say doctor, it's not that they're saying it wrong.
Well, shouldn't they say medical doctor?
In theory, yes, but they would also be a doctor because it's a doctoral degree to have a medical degree. Is it a doctoral degree? It's got to be a doctoral degree. I'm just trying to think because you also have the JD, which is, the lawyer's degree, the Juris Doctorate or whatever. But you don't really call lawyers doctors that often, do you?
I don't know. I mean, I'm learning a lot right now.
Because it is a JD, is a Juris Doctorate. I think that's what it stands for. Let me actually look this up. Law degree JD. I want to know what it stands for. The Juris Doctor degree, JD, also known as the Doctor of Jurisprudence degree. So yeah, I guess in theory, that's interesting to know because I've never heard anybody refer to their lawyer as a doctor before.
Well, that's the thing is no one refers to anybody as doctor other than medical doctors.
Well, no, except for instructors at college.
I mean, I guess I didn't go to college, so I don't know. But I've never. I mean, when I watch TV and they're in college, I mean, I've watched. This is TV is real life, Jeff.
You are correct. TV is real life. Maybe not a real life scenario happening.
But you don't hear them calling their teachers doctor either. Just saying.
Yeah, usually college students in TV, sure, they call their professor or professors are usually Dr. Smith or Doctor or whatever.
I don't know. I hear them call him professor.
And that's also a proper term. I mean, I am a college professor, and I am called.
Wait, you're a college professor?
Yeah.
What is it you can't do?
There's not much I can't do, dude. Anything you put your mind to, you can do. No, yeah, I teach at University of Michigan.
What?
Yeah, I did. Did I ever told you this?
I mean, I knew you taught classes, but I thought they were out of your hospital or something like that.
No,
are you trolling me right now? Or are you being honest?
I am a college professor.
No, you're not.
I'm an adjunct faculty at University of Michigan.
No, you're not.
Yes.
Nah. Don't lie.
I didn't realize you didn't know this.
I don't think anyone did. I think you just told this for the first time.
I guess it's possible. It's not something that comes up all that often. So, Jeff, what do you do for a living? Well, I'm a college professor.
I mean, because
on the
look
side.
at like you know, Reddit loves to call you nurse, professional, firefighter, doctor, man with an axe that breaks your house. You know, all those things. So if they knew you were also a professor. But wait, hold on, hold. Let's roll back the tape.
So I get called professor because I don't have a doctoral degree. So
Okay, so once you do get, you're gonna be doctor professor.
I could be. I'll tell you, my corporate boss is what I will call her. It's not really. It's funny. I'm actually about to be systemized because they don't. Want
What does that mean?
They don't want us to use the term corporate anymore.
What happens to the
They
Matrix?
think it has corporate has a bad connotation.
Oh
so they want us to
yeah.
use the
You told
term
me this.
system.
Yeah, it's the system.
And I'm actually about to be systemized. They call it is what I'm calling it because they're corporatizing my department and they're making us be part of the corporate infrastructure versus the local hospital infrastructure. Though the whole structure of it doesn't make any sense because they're still going to make us really be paid out of a local budget, but they want us to be held to a system accountability, to a system leadership.
Systemized really sounds like what happens whenever you go back into the Matrix.
Well, and I use the term systemized because the whole thing sounds kind of ridiculous right now because it's not really thought out very well. It's not going to really change much. And I already have a very good, I work with my quote unquote system boss all the time, and I have for years. So it's not like anything's really going to change. It's just they want my system boss to have she's going to be my direct supervisor, and I'll only have a dotted line, they call it, to my local hospital.
Can you sleep?
I don't quite get it. It's very strange, but it's not really going to change anything in my job role because it's kind of the function we've had in my department for years at this point. It's just they're formalizing it or something. But she is, we'll call her, or we'll say her last name. We'll call her Jane Smith.
Okay.
I was introduced to her as Dr. Smith. I knew she was, well, you're asleep, so sorry. Busy telling a story.
Oh, I said sleep,
to,
but I don't think you heard me over the story.
Yeah. I was introduced to her as Dr. Smith. For a year and a half, I thought she was a medical doctor because she was always referred to by everybody as Dr. Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't find out that she has a PhD in nursing for years of working with her. And so once I become a doctor, besides to actually be my doctor, I mean somebody with a doctorate degree, not a actual medical doctor. In the hospital setting, will never refer to myself as doctor because I think that's confusing as hell for anybody involved because medical doctors have taken over the term doctor in any health profession.
You need to fix it by not informing.
By not calling doctors anymore?
Yeah, you need to call them medical doctors. You need to start the change, the revolution.
Medical doctor.
Yeah.
Medical doctor wife. That's what I'll call. That's what I'll call my wife from now on.
Yes, medical doctor wife, please. That's what I'm calling her from now. Hello, medical doctor Julia.
Medical doctor Julia. You. It is funny whenever we have debates about anything to do with medicine, and it's funny because nurses really do know. In some cases, more than doctors. In certain cases, that we deal with more. It's very strange. Doctors obviously have a very, very arduous process of schooling and things that they have to know and understand at a moment's notice to be able to recall from memory. Nurses get very specialized in specific roles based on what department you work in. And when I was in the ICU, I got to know very well specifically cardiac nursing because that was my cardiac ICU is where I worked at. Sort of. It was a surgical ICU. We mainly dealt with cardiac and heart transplants and LVADs and things like that. And my wife doesn't deal with that. She's an internal medicine doctor, so she doesn't deal with all the nuances of heart transplants and things like that. So whenever anything would come up that I would obviously know that she didn't know because it's just something I lived in every day, and she would say something that was medically either incorrect or questioning, I would always be like, okay, doctor, this is how it works. Just because it makes me feel good for a minute. And then I realized she gets paid 2.5 times my salary. I'm like,
money's not everything.
Money's not everything, but as long as I get my hands on some of that, it's good. Man, when we were getting all those levels, I took all this spare dirt I had back to the house, and
I mean, I have a lot of dirt. You need some dirt?
Yeah. Do you have any chests full of dirt anymore?
No, I haven't put it down yet. But I got a bunch.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah, I do. I think over here is where I was putting it at last time we were doing this.
I'm trying to build one
Yeah.
layer all the way down to bedrock appropriately, and I want to still actually cover it with dirt like it's supposed to be.
There you go.
Oops.
There's tons of it.
Take that chest. Oh, wow. You have a lot of dirt. Okay, I'll take it. There we go. But that's not where this conversation actually.
No,
started.
I brought up
This
the whole
conversation
conversation, but I mean, then you lied to me about being a professor, and so we got just sidetracked.
Definitely lies. Lies all the way.
So I was reading today. I don't know why this is news today. I don't know what I've missed. I probably missed a lot. But
what? Is this only 5? Oh,
yeah, I was
man.
wondering why you only did 5 there. I
This
was
is
really confused by
terrible.
that.
I think I got confused.
So the Trump's personal physician, Broadstein, or whatever the hell his name is. I can't remember his name now. Starts with a B. I think it's some kind of Stein. He's Jewish. I don't know if he's Jewish or not. I can't remember his name. Anyways,
But he might as well be, right? You
might
know?
as well. It doesn't matter.
We're not offensive to anybody. So
He
might
might
as well.
direct movies for all I know. Anyways, today I was reading about. Apparently, this happened back in February of 2017. So again, I don't know why this is news today. Maybe it just came out today. I don't know. Anyways, so apparently Trump's bodyguard and someone else from the White House went into the doctor's office and demanded
What kind of doctor? I'm confused. Like a
medical
professor
doctor
of college?
Broadstein. Though, honestly, the more I read about this man, I'm not sure he should be a medical doctor. Because a lot of stuff's coming out from him today. I don't know what happened today that brought all this to light. I don't know if he's just talking to the press all of a sudden. Seems like people with Trump seem to do this. They're like in Trump's inner circle, and then suddenly they're just talking to the press after a period of time.
They're trying to save themselves.
Maybe, or disassociate themselves, something. Or they finally get fucked enough that they like no longer are like in the inner circle, so to speak. Who knows? I'm not gonna speculate, but again, I don't even know why this is suddenly news today. So who knows? But the point I'm trying to get to here is he came out and said that back in February 2017, it's like February 17th, I think was the actual date. The Trump's bodyguard and someone else from the White House came into the office and demanded all of Trump's personal records. And when they wouldn't give it to him,
you said 2017, so he was president.
Right? Yes, he was president. But they came into the office, demanded his personal records. Whenever they wouldn't give them up, they took them by force. And I'm just so confused by all of this. Like, why would they do that? Apparently, 2 days before, medical doctor Broadstein had told the press that he had been prescribing Propecia to Trump for years. Which, I mean, I think that's a HIPAA violation too, isn't it? To like just tell the public things you prescribe as a doctor, medical doctor.
I mean, yeah, you really, without permission, can't tell anything about anybody's, medical record. So, yeah, it would definitely be a HIPAA violation. But unless Trump said it was okay.
Which, I mean, there's no way the man's going to say it's okay to tell people he's taking a hair growth drug, right?
Unless it's really because he's taking something, an ED drug. And
what's an ED drug?
Erectile dysfunction.
Oh, well, no, he probably is taking a hair growth drug. I mean, look at his hair; it's thinning and stuff like. I mean, he doesn't want to admit it, but I mean, as a man who's going bald himself, like I could, anyone can see the man's losing his hair, right?
I mean, yeah, but I'm trying to think of how this could make. Obviously, if this happened in February of 2017,
yes.
Obviously, he didn't care at the time. Or, come on, he would have tweeted about it or something, right?
I don't know. He probably did tweet about it. Like, again, I don't know why this is all important today. I only really brought it up to you because of, you work in the medical industry.
You also, when you brought it up to me, you thought it had happened just recently. And then you were like, wait a minute, this says it happened in 2015.
Yeah.
We start recording so we could talk about it.
Right. Yeah, because I just read the headline earlier today when I was busy, so I didn't get to read the whole article. And then I read the whole article. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Why is this news now? So, yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was weird. Like I don't. There's just all of it seems weird to me. Like why is this news now? And isn't that like they can't just go in a doctor's office and take files, right? Like shouldn't they like go to prison for that?
Yeah, but at the same time, I think the waters get so muddied when you're dealing with the president of the United States of America.
Do they?
I think they really do, because I do think there's certain things that you would need special permissions to be able to like get somebody's medical record for some odd reason, like subpoenas, warrants, etc.
But that's like getting a copy of the records. Don't hospital records belong to the hospital? You can give out copies,
but every patient is able to get their medical record.
Not. Can they?
Not by force. Not that way.
Well, not only that, but like I can't go to the hospital and say like you need to destroy my medical records. Only I can have them, right?
That's actually a good question. I don't know.
What kind of fucking nurse are you?
I don't know. I'm not a medical records nurse. That's for sure.
Is this an informatics question?
No, it's not. I'm not a legal person though. Like that's the thing is, there's a lot.
You're not a legal person? I'm a legal person.
Yeah, I'm not illegal. I live illegally. So I will tell you a story that actually somebody brought up to me today, because as an informaticist, they assumed I would have the answer, and I did not. I had to guide them to multiple other people because I said I don't know this territory. They had a patient who had lied about their name because they didn't have insurance, and they were using like a family member's name to get insurance.
Okay.
And they've been in the hospital for a long time, and it got found out because like some blood work came back, and it showed that because they needed to get like a blood transfusion, and it showed that like you used to be, and I don't know what the letters were, it doesn't really matter, but you used to be like A negative, and all of a sudden you're O positive. Like what's happening here?
Right. Okay. So basically, they figured out that this is not you.
Well, yeah, and then I guess the patient like admitted it or whatever, and so they were trying to get everything corrected in the medical record, and they were like, "How do we get this stuff out of the chart of the patient it's been being documented on for the past like however long the stay has been?" And I said, "I have no clue. You have to call like the medical records people and legal and probably patient ethics, because I don't know how you get stuff out. Like the systems are designed that you can delete things from the medical record, but they will never be deleted. They will always be there and show that somebody removed them, which is fine, but that's not anticipating that you're deleting days and days and days of data. That's anticipating you charted on the wrong chart and you got to cross it out, like say that this is the wrong chart. And you literally have to put in like a comment like, I am removing this data because I charted on the wrong person.
This has to have happened before, though, like identity theft, this sort of thing, right?
I'm sure it has, but I don't deal with legal or the medical record side of the world. I deal with, can you functionally do this stuff? Yes, you can. Can you functionally go delete this data? Sure. You have to go delete every single entry from the entire encounter from my perspective as an informaticist. You can functionally do it. I'm not saying that that's the best way to go. There might be a different way to do it that the legal team and the medical records team might know, but I don't know that stuff.
Has sleep again.
You know, that's not the type of world that, the type of nursing that I practice, quote unquote. Like, I don't know.
Right. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's very, this whole, the case itself is interesting because I've never heard of something like that happening before, but I guarantee it's happened numerous times. You know, you constantly hear stories about people who use other people's names to get insurance or whatever. And I do know there's been plenty of cases where people specifically just use fake names, having no idea if they're tied to insurance or not, but just because they know they don't have insurance. Yeah. And you can't turn anybody away because they don't have insurance. So they just don't want to get billed for it in the end. That happens all the time. And I'm sure at some point, some of these people get figured out and they want to get everything switched over to the right person. I don't know what they do, though. You got it quiet.
Sorry, I was just digging. So you left this roof of dirt on your thing here.
Well, we're not gonna make it all open to sunlight, are we?
I was thinking we would, so you could see the whole thing.
Oh, I guess we can. Yeah, I haven't been digging up, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to get your area sorted.
I just want to see how long this thing actually ends up being when it's all like all the way down to bedrock. Oh, probably went too far.
Yeah, we need to get those wither skulls so we can actually
Get a beacon.
Yeah. So I don't know how much more I don't know how much more haste would affect what we're doing.
Yeah, I don't know. These picks are pretty good, but honestly, we didn't have that many diamonds. We had to go find them. We're gonna run out of picks pretty soon.
Yeah.
And we have to go diamond hunting. So haste. I guess I don't know. Does haste just make it faster, or does it preserve?
No, it just makes it faster.
Oh, so we still need to go get more diamonds.
Right. It just makes you swing the pick faster. So yeah, it would still take as much durability, basically.
So we're gonna be in a conundrum here pretty soon, huh?
Well, how much damage has your pick taken? I've only been using a shovel so
Actually,
far.
not too much. Like I can see a little black at the end of the bar.
Okay, so I think pick wise, honestly, it's a matter of if we got enough to get this dirt out of the way. I think.
What do we have, like 5 or 6 of them?
6, yeah.
6.
Which I guess those are cheaper too. So.
But keep in mind, I'm only running one section right now.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm trying to dig it out to be all actually dirt. God damn it. Ugh. This is going to be so frustrating for the viewers.
What is?
It's just digging. Digging. And it will be episodes to come.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the first one I did do a lot of it off camera. But you're getting all of it this time, people.
I mean, this is what the people wanted. I actually have no idea if they wanted it. But this is what we wanted.
At least someone wanted it. At least one person asked for this. Well, asked for this build. They didn't necessarily ask for every build.
Well, and that person actually said that they had rebuilt this on one of the other servers, right? I wonder if they rebuilt it as a replica.
Yes.
Because we are making a little bit of changes that's going to make it more planting. Oh, you know what? We should start planting seeds.
Well, I saw you were putting up the rows in between too. And we really shouldn't do that because that's going to be half slabs in the end. You know what I mean?
I was just doing it so I could get water to go down and make sure it flowed, right?
Oh, okay. Okay.
But what we need to do is start planting seeds because we're going to need a shit ton of seeds.
That's true.
When it's all said and done.
Right.
And if you're digging it out, I don't need to worry about torching it up, right? Are you digging out the ceiling?
I've been digging, yeah, some. I mean, I haven't digged out the stone, just only dirt. Basically, I'm only doing dirt right now. Half slabs.
I think we're at the cook stone, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to see. Is there polished andesite half slabs? Because those would look pretty if there were. I don't think there are, though. A workbench.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, there's not. Okay, got 8 furnaces over here. What are you counting?
I was counting 7 every time, but I'm like in the dark, so I don't have any more torches.
There's torches in the chest over here.
Were there? I thought I looked. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Maybe.
Where am I at? I am at.
Yeah. There's 64 right here. I'll put them in the corner.
Wow.
Yeah, this totem of undying.
I'm still at Y51.
Well, you think of it goes all the way up to 256 too. Remember that used to be 64 was the world cap, and the other one didn't even go to world cap.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty intense, huh?
I think one of the picks we got was Silk Touch. You should be using that one. Do you happen to have? Yeah, over here's one of these. One of these picks are Silk Touch. Switch to that one. And that'll
Because you want the
yeah.
This feels so long.
That's what she said.
That was good. That was good.
All right, there we go. Get all that going.
Okay, where are these picks at? There we go. So I'll put this guy back. Silk Touch.
We'll need to get glowstone at some point too, of course.
This is really just like this really. Oh, I should have grabbed torches while I was there.
I thought you were. That's one thing you're coming up. You broke up. You said it's like this really, and then that was all you.
It's just this long hallway to walk down to
50
still.
Yeah, it's gonna take. I'm gonna guess 60 episodes to make this.
60 episodes?
That's my guess.
I mean, I guess that's true if it's all on camera.
Yeah.
2, 3.
And when we're done, we'll have 0 subscribers.
That's possibly true.
Did you see YouTube just kill your subscriber number the other day?
No, I saw other people complaining about it on Twitter, and I decided not to look.
Yeah, I lost like 2,000 subscribers that day. It's like, whenever everyone's always like, oh, I see YouTube's deleting accounts, whatever. Every time that's ever happened before, it's like I've lost like 150 or whatever. But no, it was 2,000. It's like, Jesus, a lot of people.
I'll have to look at what mine is when we stop recording. I still, honestly, I just don't believe that the sheer number of people unsubscribe daily. I'm sure that that's just an ongoing purging of dead accounts or something like that, because I just don't think that many people unsubscribe daily in general from anything.
Anything ever. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
If it doesn't affect you, especially since subs don't even like push out anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There's no incentive to make somebody want to all of a sudden unsubscribe.
Right. It is a lot. It is. I mean, the fact that every single day for 2 years, I mean, literally over 2 years now, I've lost subscribers every single day. Like,
yeah. And I've said this since you started complaining about that. And I've lost those same subscribers too. Well, not those same ones, but probably some of the same ones. But I've said for years that I don't believe this is just natural attrition of.
Right. Yeah, it probably is a thing that YouTube does. Like, all right, this guy's been subscribed to you for 6 months. He hasn't watched a single one of your videos. Unsubscribe.
Yeah. There's something automated going on. Because sure, I believe that a handful of people might unsubscribe, but not even daily from channels. Especially on a channel like mine, like with somewhere around 50. You don't have hundreds of people unsubscribing every day.
Right. Yeah, it has been a weird thing. Though when I started putting video in my titles, I gained some subscribers one day.
Well, those ones you might lose pretty quick, though.
Yeah, I did.
They came and they went. Very
yeah, they're already gone. It's weird about that whole thing. You know how like when you put out episode 1 of a series and episode 1 gets 100,000 views and then episode 2 gets 10,000 or what?
I don't know that feeling.
Well, whatever. I'm just throwing out a number here. Maybe not 100,000.
I know. Being racist apparently gets 100,000 views and everything. It's just terrible.
But you know what I mean? Like episode 1 gets whatever, and then episode 2 drops off by like 80% or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Well, so that's what happened with the video thing too. Like episode 1 was the 40,000 views. Episode 2, I think it has 20,000. Episode 3,
Maybe
has
YouTube
7.
was actually promoting it, thinking it was like this new series called Video.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, that's basically how it has behaved, doing that exact thing where it's dropped, by those kind of percentages. And then I started putting Minecraft videos in parentheses at the end, and it started over, but it's done the same thing again. You want to sleep again? We're also out of time, so we'll see you guys next time.
I really, before we do end, I would be curious if I name an episode like Password 1. Since that's like the number 1 password, like in the world or whatever. Would people accidentally type that into the search box, thinking they were typing in their password and find my video?
You could try.
Whoops.
I
neglected, since I didn't light this thing up at all. It's now full of.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, I'm coming. I'm gonna make my way out though. All right,
See you guys.
we get out of here. See ya.